Hi, today is January 13th, 2026, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 69 for the year, The Fulfillment of a Lifelong Dream. He had a lifelong dream, and in order to fulfill it, he studied modern art with a concentration in dada and surrealism. Then he got a master's and a PhD, and then he got a prestigious job at the Museum of Modern Art. Finally, one day he found himself alone with the man-ray creation that had inspired him for the entirety of his existence, and he detached the photograph of the eye from the sliding weight of the pendulum bar. Then he broke the pendulum bar off of the metronome. Then, with a hammer, he smashed the case of the metronome, thus fulfilling his lifelong dream of destroying man-ray's object to be destroyed. Poem number 69. Not every poem numbered 69 has to be about 69, nor does every poem not numbered 69 have to not be about 69. Poem number 71, The Absence of Occurrences. The absence of occurrences seemed like something that ought to trouble him, yet he couldn't seem to muster up any level, let alone the appropriate level, of concern. Although he thought it was well past the time for something to occur, he just couldn't seem to give a shit. Truth be told, he rather enjoyed the sounds of nothing occurring, the quiet silences of absence. And so he lived out several days in nothingness, and when finally something occurred, he was neither relieved nor disappointed. He recognized that something had been bound to happen at some point, even while he secretly hoped that the absence of occurrences could have gone on a while longer. Poem number 72, They Asked of Each Other. She asked him to write a song about her, swimming in a pool of blood, or maybe a song in which she was drowning, sinking forever in a red flood. He tried several times, but each one was a dud. He asked her to cast him out into the night so he could cry shivering in the cold, and maybe to bury his petrified corpse as his soul and his being returned to the fold. He wanted to die young, but he was too old. They asked of each other impossible things, removal of feet and of hand and of wings, to be bound to each other till the fat lady sings, to stand and bear witness to what the day brings, to suffer together the arrow and slings. And though they were unable to do all of these things, they lived high on the hog, like queens and like kings. And the last poem of the day, poem number 73, Hand on Fire. My hand was on fire, and I couldn't put it out with my other hand, or my feet, or my head, and there was no water in the immediate area, so I had to just sit there and let things play out, and watch the fire burn and burn and burn until it was done burning. And then, when my hand cooled off, I finished the poem I was working on and posted it to Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Then I lit a match and set my hand on fire again. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.